What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be doing another tier list in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM, and this is going to be the power forward tier list. So apologies if I have forgot any cards. I'm pretty sure I have all of the current power forwards. Also, Blake's probably going to be coming out in like a week, and Blake's a beast. So yeah, he's definitely going to be either top tier or second tier, but he is very, very good. Power forward is a weak position. I'm going to say that right now. Two guards kind of weak. Power forward is probably the weakest. No, center's probably the weakest. Center's probably the weakest, but it is right up there with the weaker positions in this game. So anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We upload at least 3 MyTEAM videos every single day on this channel. So if you guys like MyTEAM, subscribe. And also, we are now only 2 days away from next gen consoles coming out. So not long. Literally in... well, it's just past midnight. You're probably going to be seeing next gen footage from maybe tomorrow, Monday at the latest. But sure, look, it is what it is. I get my console when I get my console. But we're either getting it on day 1 or day 2 for Xbox, so we'll have it before PS5 launch. But anyway, now let's get on to it. So Anthony Davis. D. He's bad. I'm sorry, he doesn't do anything anymore. Anthony Davis doesn't shoot the ball that well. Doesn't rebound well. Doesn't really do anything well, to be honest. He was alright day 1. And when I say alright, I mean very much alright. He didn't do anything. I think I got him like 4 times. I pulled him in my very first pack opening. And I think I've got him 3 free packs. 3 free like amethyst packs and like amethyst, pink, diamond tier. Or say amethyst, diamond, pink, diamond tier. I got him in 2 of the 3 of those. So I pulled a bunch of them. Sold. Made a whole bunch of MT off Anthony Davis. Not very good though. We got Giannis. I mean, Giannis is still B tier. Still plays good defense. And the fact he can play center is a big one because, man, if you like to play lanes, center Giannis is a beast. I actually think that Giannis could end up being a really good card later on in the year if they give some of his higher overall cards the position of power forward / center, because he's tough to guard for other centers. I will say that much. He doesn't shoot the ball, but he does come, I think, with silver quick for his step. He blows by a whole bunch of people, and he can be very, very effective in this game. And we have Danielle Marshall. I mean, Danielle Marshall can hit wide open. That's it, though. Like, that is literally it. He hits wide open. Doesn't do anything else. Not the worst card in the world, but again, like it's the 7th of November right now. It might be, depending on what time of the day I get this upload. It could be the 8th of November, depending on where you are in the world. And it's not like the 9th of September anymore. Danielle Marshall is nothing spectacular. Look at AC Green. Can't play offense. Yeah, I think he's got silver clamps. He sucks. No other way to describe that. He is just not very good. Okay, so now we got Dave. Dave the Busher, in my opinion, is the best token reward card not named JoJo White. I think JoJo is the best. I will say that right now. He's the best not named JoJo White. I think he's better than all of the diamond token rewards. Like, I have some of the best diamond token rewards. I think he's better than all of them. And I think he is also better than all the pink diamond ones not named JoJo. Maybe badged up David Thompson. But either way, he's spectacular. Like, Dave's still usable right now. Got gold clamps. He's got gold post spin ignition. I don't know what it is about him. If you are like on a budget and you have Dave in your squad, I'm telling you this right now. Call 5 out and post spin somebody from the 3-point line. You will get it every time. It doesn't matter who's guarding you. I don't know what it is. I've played with people with Hall of Fame post spin ignition. The Bushers is just different. Like, when the Busher post spin, the Busher post spins by every single player, and his release is really nice. Hot zones in the corners. He is one of my like. I only ever really use him in limited because he doesn't quite make my squad, but he's always one of the ones where I know that if I see him that week in limited, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm sorted at the power forward or small forward position, whichever he's needed, because I know David the Busher can hold his own. Is he good enough to be used in a competitive setting? No, but at the end of the day, how many people watching this are going to be playing in a competitive setting? Like, in all likelihood, the people that play in these MyTEAM Madness tournaments, the guys that are playing this game at a competitive, borderline professional level, it's unlikely they're out there watching a tier list. So, yeah, for most people, the Busher is going to be God tier. Then we got Billy Cunningham. I mean, I hate him. I hate him so much. And exact same with Antonio McDyess. Like, me and these diamond tier cards don't get along. I think I have 400 tokens, thereabouts, and I literally have not even looked at the diamond tier. Because I hate all the cards. I hate them all. Like, I think I've got Fat Lever, Al Horford, and I just took Hudson because I want to try him out, and I hate all these other cards. They're so bad. Jermaine ONeil, he's got a terrible release, but his stats are decent. His animations are bad, which is why he's not going above C tier, but he's okay. He's alright. Like, I wouldn't choose to use him, but it's not like he's absolutely unusable in game. I would definitely rather take, for example, a 2000 MT Scalabrine over him, but if you really want to use Jermaine ONeil, if you're a massive fan of him, he's not awful. Then we've got Richard. I mean, there is a asterisk here. If you like set shot 4, Richard Lewis is C tier. If you don't like set shot 4, Richard Lewis is D tier. Richard Lewis has got set shot 4, which is a very, very release that divides opinion. It is the same release as Tyreek Evans and Pages Diakovic. I, for one, love set shot 4, and I've liked it since Richard Lewis. Maybe I like it because I've used Richard Lewis so much, but I know for a fact most people despise set shot 4, so he's somewhere between these two tiers. Doesn't play any defense, but he hits shots and he kind of dunks a bit. Karl Malone getting worthless. He is so bad. Worthless as a human, worthless as a player in this game. Zach Randolph getting worthless as well. My god, this card's awful. He is absolutely awful in game. The two of these guys right here, two of the weakest cards in this set. Can't shoot the ball, can't really do much. Yeah, like Malone's only a mediocre post player, but Randolph is a little bit better, but he's even slower. I hate both of these. Rodman gets boards. Rodman doesn't play defense. Unpopular opinion, this Dennis Rodman card is not a good defender. I get it, he's got a few good defensive stats. Like, if you're looking at some of his badges, he's 6'7", which is a big problem. Like, he is in my opinion, he's a worse defender than I forgot his name, Draymond Green. He's a worse defender than Draymond Green, interior, and he plays no offense. Like, if he plays absolutely no offense, his release is terrible. Like, he's got 11 gold, he's got 5 gold, or 6 gold, 5 Hall of Fame badges. But, like, he's got no 3-ball, he's got no speed with ball. His perimeter defense is 66. He's 6'7". Yeah, he's got some great defensive badges, but, like, only gold intimidator. He doesn't even have any Hall of Fame defensive badges. Like, gold rim protector, only silver heart crusher, can't upgrade it. He's not good. I locked in for him, and it was one of the dumbest decisions I ever made, because the next set we got, in my opinion, the best power forward in the game. We got Draymond Green. Draymond came out in a week after Dennis Rodman, and man, I wish I never locked in. I regret to this day locking in Dennis Rodman. Initially, I was going for Dr. J, and after I would have ran out of MT trying to get Spreewell, I decided not to go. Well, basically, I decided not to lock in for Spreewell, but I highly regret going for Rodman. But man, Draymond Green, he's god tier. My Draymond is different. I got range, I got quick first step, comes with Heart Crusher, got an ultra long wingspan, one of the easiest releases to green in this game, good handle, pro dribble sigs, and Draymond is just, he's elite. He will be more than usable until Christmas. Yes, he might be outclassed. For the way I play, he's number 1 for me. But, like, he might be outclassed. He probably will be outclassed by Christmas, definitely. But he will be usable for quite a while. Until we start to get into the Opal territory, or the 25 intangibles, or the 25 intangibles era of this game. Like, trust me, he's going to be fine. He's going to be more than fine. Again, as long as it's not coming up against the, like, so not even Opal, it's a Dark Matter era. There's going to be a Dark Matter era at some stage when there's, like, hundreds of Dark Matter cards. And that will be the stage where he gets outclassed. Until then, he's going to be fine. And we got Bailey. I mean, Bailey's release is class. Bailey catch and shoot in the corner is so good. He's got the same release as T-Mac, Treyberg base. He's literally a DeRozan clone. He's got the same dribble stakes as DeRozan. He's got the same jump shot as DeMar DeRozan. He's called, the commentators call him DeMar DeRozan in game. He is a DeMar DeRozan clone. Except he's a power forward with elite rebounding. So he's a great kind of corner 3-point shooter. He's a good defender. in my opinion, just a really, really good center in this game, or a power forward in this game. I wish he could kind of play as a small ball center. I probably would have used him a little bit more at the time as small ball center, but I still do really like him. And again, he came out very early in this game. Like, he came out week 3 and is still usable. And we got Luis Scola. Scola getting C tier. Scola is kind of one of those players that has really been hampered by the hot zones being more than anything in the game, because he came out, I think it was the same day as Kristaps as far as I'm aware, and he's another one. His stats were good. Problem with Luis Scola is he's just not great. He doesn't do anything well. His post game's not elite. His jumpers, even though his jumper is actually quite an easy one to time, the hot zones mean he can't hit a white. His ratings are not quite good enough to overcome that either. So it's a bit like Kristaps, does not play as well as you think. I'm gonna put him in C tier. Then you got Chris Webber. A lot of people like Webber. I'm not one of those people. I hate this Chris Webber card. I don't like his release. Yes, you can put goal quick for a step on him. He doesn't feel fast for me. He feels clunky. And there was never a stage where I'd use Chris Webber in this game. But like, objectively, I think he's got half post spin technician. He's got a few really good badges. Decent actually rating 3-ball. I think it's actually rated higher than the Bushers, but the Busher's just a better shooter. I'm saying that right now. So Chris Webber for me going B tier, but if you want to put, he's definitely not S tier. If you want to put him in A tier, be my guest, but I'm going to put him in B. We got Boris Diaw going B tier. Diaw is one of the most underrated players in this game. His Pro 3 behind the back is so easy to burn people with, and people don't realize it. Yes, he doesn't have the greatest speed rating. On defense, he is horrendous. He's got clamps, so to an extent, the badge kind of plays defense for you if you can get bumpy. He is one of the worst players I've ever used at playing lanes. If you are somebody that plays lanes, he is going to be terrible. If you are somebody whose defense relies on having a bunch of really fast, lengthy guys and playing in lanes, he is terrible. You're going to kind of have to hide him on defense, but offensively, man, he's got that Pro 3 behind the back. He can pull up for 3. He can get it basically every badge in the game. He's got everything except speed and his ability to play lanes. Scalabrine getting to B tier. Scalabrine, one of the best corner catch and shoot players in this game. Scalabrine, a really, really good player. Defensively, again, only like bronze clamps kind of saves him from being worthless on defense, but he's not great at that end. Definitely, if he's one of those players where if you're just kind of starting out the game and you're looking for, say you're just looking to upgrade all your players from your starter cards and you have like, say, 1,800 coins to pay on a Ruby or on a power forward, Scalabrine. But I would have said Scalabrine is the guy for you. There's actually one better guy, but Scalabrine is still a pretty good player to use. Definitely even to bring off the bench on an extreme budget squad. Then we have got Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, there's an asterisk here. If you can stick shoot, B. If you can't stick shoot, C. The reason is that there's certain players like Bill Laimbeer and stuff that you have to stick shoot. Their releases are basically impossible to time with the button, and Dirk is one of them. Dirk with the stick hits everything from the corners. He's got a 50-something block, so he's not going to go higher than B tier. But man, Dirk, you can actually kind of shoot the ball. And again, when you shoot the stick with Dirk, it's a lot easier. So if you're a good stick shooter, yeah, C tier or B tier. But if you're not, C. And again, I kind of assume most people here aren't stick shooters, so hence why I'm going to put him in C. Bobby Jones. I mean, he plays no offense. He actually plays no offense. Actually, he can hit a wide open midi, but how many mid-range shots do people really take in games? He can't score layups. I've tried attacking the basket with him. He can't do it. He can't shoot a 3 because he's got a 30 rating. He is a god-tier defender. He's one of the best defensive power forwards in the game. He's a way better defensive power forward than Dennis Rodman. I'm saying that right now. He's way better in defense than Rodman. He might be the best defensive player on this list. He can't play offense. When I play against him, I just don't guard him. If you can find a way, it's a lot easier to hide someone on defense than it is to hide someone on offense who can't shoot. If you can find a way to make him work on offense, Bobby Jones is quality. But he just doesn't do anything on offense. He's a quality defense player. If you can find a way to make it work with Bobby Jones, be my guest. He will be a good card for you if you can. But I just don't see how anyone can find a way to make it work with him. And we got Bob Love. Bob Love is... Oh, what am I talking about? He's A. He's like a much better Bobby Jones. He's the first defense player that's better than Bobby Jones on defense anyway. He's also a moderately good shooter. Doesn't get every badge, but he can hit the occasional corner shot. His release pretty good. Sigs aren't great, but a really, really good defender. He's A tier. No question. And he's the best player in A tier. He might, like, when it's all said and done, he might be like a lower S tier or A tier, but he's good. Then we've got Buck Williams. Basically Bill Russell center. If you like Bill Russell, but wherever you would rate Bill Russell, that's where Buck Williams is. They're basically the same thing. I am not the biggest fan of Bill Russell, but I'm still going to put him in 8. He's a beast on defense and he's quick. Do not play him a power forward, though. Trust me, do not play him a power forward. Alvin Hayes. I mean, I don't like Alvin Hayes. I'm going to say it right now. I don't like him. I've used him. He was not good. He's definitely not worth the exchange. He shoots the ball not well, but he's not as bad as, say, like a Bob Lanier shooting the ball. He doesn't really do anything, though. Like, he doesn't really do anything. He's not the greatest defender. He's not the fastest. He's not the best dunker. Like, the fact that he does absolutely just nothing at an elite level means I can't put him any higher than B tier. We got Danny Manning. Get into worthless. It's such a pity, man. It's such a pity. Like, Danny Manning was a demi in NBA 2K20. He was one of my favorite budget cards. He was a card that I used non-stop, whether it be his diamond or his pink diamond. He was a beast, man. But Danny Manning, you gotta go in worthless tier. I'm sorry. You gotta go into worthless tier. It's a tough one because he was so good last year, but in fairness, Carmelo was so good last year. Both in worthless tier. Jaren Jackson Jr. I mean, I don't like him, but he's like better Anthony Davis, so kind of lower end of C tier. Like, the gap between, like, these guys are so much better. Again, this is like a bad position. I'm just saying that right now. Like, the only one of these cards that I would consider to be like elite so far is Draymond, and that's kind of it. This is kind of a bad position. Like, the difference between, say, a scalabrine and a Jaren Jackson isn't that much, and the difference between Jaren Jackson and Anthony Davis isn't that much. And we're on to, I mean, I'm gonna have to. Larry Johnson S tier. He's like slightly worse. He's like Draymond, worse dribbling. He's got a really nice release. He can get every badge in the game. Yes, it's very expensive to badge him up right now, but it's also very expensive for Draymond. And these tier lists don't go based on price, so he's S. I'm sorry, he's S. He got decent dribbling, good shooting, can get clamps, can get range, can play well at small forward or the power forward position. And a card that I haven't even used him for a video, but I'm gonna put him S. I've played against him enough times. I've used him on enough accounts to know that his release is good. Haven't ran out of anything through him, but I know he's good enough for that. But Derrick Coleman, who I just put into B. No, you know what? Derrick Coleman's A. He's a really good spot-up shooter, and also you can put clamps on him. You can play. I would definitely play him at the center position as well, but he can be effective. He can be really, really effective. And it's a bit of a weird one because Derrick Coleman, a card that I loved in 2K19, hated in 2K20. It was even in 2K20. I loved him in 2K19. I remember that much. I think he had a pink. Did he have a pink diamond token in 2K20? I don't know why I just came into this year thinking I hated Derrick Coleman, but I loved him in 19. I assume I was hating him in 20. But no, this card's A. Josh Smith getting to S tier. Freaky, athletic, very, very fast. A card that I'm a big, big fan of in game. Release is a bit iffy. Porzingis base. Brook Lopez base, but it's Porzingis release. I can't get range, but that still doesn't keep him off S tier. He's probably the best defense power forward in the game. Not named Bob Love, that is. Timmy D, get into S tier. Probably the best player in this game to run a center. Personally, give me Draymond. The way I play this game, because I use point centers, give me Draymond, but Timmy D is quality. His release is not as bad as it was last year. Dude doesn't miss from the corners. And again, if you're playing on a limited setting, you're going to get a lot more wide open than you would, say, in a competitive setting. And Tim Duncan is a god tier player for unlimited. I think I've said god tier so many times in this video, but he is he's the best big man in the game. He is, if you're playing unlimited, he is the best big man in the game. It's not even close. And Tim Duncan belongs in S tier. Andrei Kirilenko. AK is getting into A tier. I'm sorry, AK is getting into A tier. I don't know why I'm apologizing. He's really good. he is basically Dave the Butcher. They're very similar in what they do. AK's got a little bit more length, dribbles the ball better, but Dave the Butcher's better in the post. They're both really, really good. He's a really good defender who can hit the occasional corner three. And that's kind of really it. Doesn't bring much on offense, but great card. Amare. I like Amare's release. I really like Amare's release. So I'm going to put him in A tier. But again, he's by no means a perfect card. Yeah, like his jumper's okay. Doesn't seem to do much. I've played against him a few times. He just doesn't seem to do much. He's not like the greatest card in the world. He's not as good as these four. So I'm going to put him down in A tier. But he's one of kind of the higher ones in A tier. We got Kevin Love. Kevin Love's A tier as well. He plays no defense and he's slow. Like, he's got a 50-something block. Like, if his block was in the 70s, like last year's Diamond, you could definitely say Kevin Love could be a great stretch 5. And he still can on offense. On offense, Kevin Love is a great, great player. Shoots the lights out. He's great release. Good in the post. Good rebounder. But he's really slow and doesn't play defense. So, A tier. David West. I'm saying this right now. Badged out David West is S tier. And no, like, it is ridiculously dumb to badge him out. I'm going to say that right now. It is dumb to badge him out. But I'm pretty sure you can give him range. He's got Dino dribble sigs. He's got pro dribble sigs. He's got base 4, which is one of the best releases in the game. He's literally, he's like smaller Dino. They made him a Dino clone. So he's got Dino dribble moves, Dino release. They literally made him a Dino clone. And they gave him most of the best badges in the game. David West is a fantastic card badged out. You would be crazy to badge him out. If you find one of him badged out for cheap, he's really good. Trust me, he's really good. Then we're on to Thurl. I actually don't mind him. He's a monstrous player build. His player build is huge, and he's actually very, very mobile. Give me Thurl over any of these guys in D tier any day, and he can actually hit the occasional corner 3. Is Thurl a good player? No. Is he awful? No. Then we got Jared Jeffries. Jared Jeffries is going B tier. Nah. C. Really good length. A decent release, but his stats and badges just are not quite good enough to go B tier. He's not terrible, though. He's not terrible. And funnily enough, we have an Emerald a tier above a Pink Diamond. We got Jeff Green in B tier. Jeff Green is better Scal. His release is so good. Like, so good. He's very quick. Dribbling's not great this year. But he dunks on people and bronze clamps. I'm sorry. He is a beastly B tier player. Especially for my playstyle. Like, when I was looking at this, I was like, surely I'm not going to put him into A tier. And I contemplated it. But, he's not as good as a Bailey Howell, trust me, or a Boris Diaw. He's not quite good enough. I was kind of going crazy because of how budget he is. But, man, for his price, he's unbelievable. It's unbelievable for his price. Then we got Sharif Abdur-Rahim. Sharif Abdur-Rahim, A tier. A tier, because he can get basically every badge and he's got a good release. Again, non-badged up, not spectacular, but with the badges, he's great. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. That is the video. These are all of the players in my power forward tier list in this game. A lot of great cards, a lot of decent cards. Probably Duncan and Draymond and Smith were the only ones I would consider great cards in this game. A weak position, but sure, look, you can only rate what's there. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.